Good morning, everyone. My name is Beth, and I'm with the Education Alliance. At the Education Alliance, our mission is to bring businesses and communities together to support public schools. And we are passionate about helping students explore career opportunities and develop skills that they need for future success. And one of the ways that we do this is through programs like this. This is our virtual work-based learning program. We connect students with industry professionals to gain real world insights and experiences. And today I am excited that we have the opportunity to talk to Toyota Motor Manufacturing of West Virginia. That we are going to have a firsthand look at careers in this field. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Sean from Toyota. Good morning, Sean.
Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well today. Uh, as as she had said before, my name is Sean Rivera. I'm currently a group leader at Toyota Motor Manufacturing in West Virginia. I'm part of the 4T Academy and the training and development office here on site. And we want to give an introduction to our work area and make you more familiar about what Toyota has to offer. So with that being said, we always start everything with our safety commitment, and my safety commitment is to teach Toyota ways in order to help people identify and fix safety concerns in the future. So without further ado, I will get started. Here's a little background from Toyota. As you can see, we have over $30 billion of investment in the United States with 12 separate plants. We make 10 different vehicle models from the Toyota brand and Lexus. We also have 176,000 working directly and indirectly for Toyota. If you're looking to see specifically about West Virginia, over since 1996, they have invested over $1.8 billion in the Toyota Motor Manufacturing of West Virginia plant. This plant has grown to 2 million square feet under roof. So who can tell me what they think 2 million square feet is like? How many football fields do we think that is? Anybody want to venture a guess from the school? You can unmute if you'd want.
You may have a guess of how many football fields that would be. 2 million square feet. How many football fields? Personally, I wouldn't even begin to know how many football fields that would be.
So over the course of time, we are at about 14, 12 to 14 football fields. So this is a big facility that houses over 1,800 team members. That fluctuates as the date or the time goes on. We've had as much as 2,100 and um, as little as 1,600, but currently we are maintaining 1,800 plus team members. And we do over $10 million in donations to our community. And as we get into this presentation, you'll understand and notice that we will be um, speaking about some of the 4T activity as well. But community is very important to Toyota, not just making vehicles, but also helping and enriching our community. So as we move forward, we are what they call a unit plant. And a unit plant is not the plants that build the vehicles themselves. The unit plant are the plants that build things like the engines and the transmissions that go into these vehicles. So we currently have four different parts of our overall plant. Our first is our 2.4-liter turbo. We have a capacity of 233,000 per year, and these predominantly go into the Lexus RX 350 and our Toyota Highlander. Our TNGA 1 line, which is a 2.5-liter four-cylinder, goes through our RAV4 model line, and we can build 224,000 of those per year. Our transmissions, DAT1, which is an 8-speed transmission, and this is our high torque, so this goes into the larger cars like the Highlander and our Lexus NX. And then, as you know, Toyota has a large HV or hybrid line as well, and we can make up to 240,000 of those per year, and those go in everything from the Camry, the Sienna, the Highlander, and many Lexus models. So if you're looking at all these times when we say takt time, does anybody know what takt time means? And if they raise their hands, if you could. Well, if you don't know what takt time means, takt time is, takt is a German word for heartbeat. So the heart beats at a consistent pace, continuously for the life of the heart. So what we do is we understand and evaluate customer demand, and then we produce our engines and transmissions at those takt times. So if you're looking at our turbo line, it says a 56, and those quotation marks mean seconds. So every 56 seconds, we produce an engine, a completed turbo engine for shipping. And the same thing with our other engine line, we're at 54 seconds. Now, takt fluctuates according to customer demand, so those times will move, but they will stay pretty consistent. Overall, we're at about 58-second takt time to produce any of our units. So we just currently pushed out, and you talk about how many we can produce. If you add up all these numbers from the previous slide, we are producing, sorry about that, 1 million powertrains per year. So when we say powertrains, we're including both the engine and the transmissions, and those are the power that propels our vehicles. So with that being said, I'd like to give you even more high-level rundown through our tour video. And if you can't hear, please speak up.
What does moving forward mean to you? Is it progress? Is it a milestone? Is it a destination? For Toyota West Virginia, moving forward means over 2,000 exceptional team members in a state-of-the-art $1.8 billion facility, assembling engines and transmissions for Toyota and Lexus vehicles. And it's not just what we make, but it's how we make it.
The reason Toyota is such a great place to work is it really supports the community around it. And, you know, the community is where our team members, they live, their families live. And so that's important to us.
There's a lot of teamwork and there's a lot of problem solving. So we use our teams to get down to the root cause of the issue, and we take that from Toyota and bring it out into the community. And
you know, this younger generation is, you know, very important, and it's a good example of how we can get involved.
We are gearing up to celebrate the manufacturing of our 20 millionth powertrain unit soon. That adds up to nearly 1 billion horsepower since 1996. And we're just getting started. Toyota West Virginia Advanced Manufacturing combine technology, innovation, and grit working together in perfect harmony, meeting the mobility needs of customers now and in the future.
So the first thing I'll always tell people about Toyota is that this is advanced manufacturing. We have over 2,000 team members here producing engines and transmissions at an incredibly fast pace. We are able to actually program and set up the robots to work around people. So the robots are alleviating burden. That's what we use them for. Team members bring the awareness, the cognitive ability, the thinking that we can't program a robot to do. So we definitely need the people aspect involved in every process that we do.
We know the world is changing, and Toyota West Virginia is driving the next generation of powertrains to meet current demands and the opportunity of electrification. Some of the world's most high-tech hybrid transaxles and efficient four-cylinder and V6 engines are developed and assembled with care by West Virginia's brightest.
So we supply a very wide range of vehicles with our powertrains and drivetrains. I think our results speak for themselves, and it speaks highly of our team members and the passion and the innovative spirit they have here for us to have a very diverse product here, to where we have the ICE engines, the hybrid technology, but also we're looking for what we can do in the future to make sure we have a diverse portfolio.
So here in our 25th year, we take a moment to reflect, appreciate, and celebrate all we've achieved right here in the Mountain State. And more importantly, we look forward to all the amazing things the future holds for our team members and our community. Toyota West Virginia. Our people, our processes, and our products moving forward together.
Thank you again for listening to our video. Any questions or anything anybody noticed from this video that they'd like to share?
And as we're thinking of questions, I just want to let the school know at any time if you guys have questions, and even if someone doesn't necessarily want to speak up, you can also use the chat feature for those questions, and I'll help you look at those, Sean, if we get any that come through the chat. But feel free at any time to ask Sean a question. But I do have a question, Sean. I know this is 25 years of Toyota being in West Virginia, and I'd like to just get a little bit of a personal perspective from you and just know, how long have you had your career at Toyota? And also, where did you get started?
Yeah, absolutely. So, well, that leads us right into the next piece of this, actually. So,
Great.
I actually am originally from Western New York. So when people think of New York, what do we think of? The city, right? Well, I'm right here, almost as far away as you can get from the city unless you go straight north. So we are about 7.5, 8 hours from New York City. It's actually right in between Buffalo and Erie, Pennsylvania. So I started my career actually in the military service. I did 4 years in the United States Marine Corps. I got out, but then after 9/11, I wanted to go back in and serve my country. So at that point in time, I went in the Army, and mostly what I worked on was ground radio and ground radio repair. After getting out of the service, I went into a manufacturing environment, and overall, I've been there. I've been in manufacturing, specifically in vehicles when we talk engines and powertrains, for 18 years. Started my career at General Electric as a supervisor, and then over time ended up at Cummins Engines out of Lakewood, New York. And that all led to my career here at Toyota. I started in 2015. Actually came down to West Virginia, so moved the family and came down here. So in 2015. So we're working on 10 years as June rolls around. It will be officially 10 years. So I've been on both sides. I've been a group leader on the engine side as well as in the transmission side. And so when we say sides, there's two large buildings. And the one side is an engine production side predominantly, and the other side is our transmission side. Now there's well over 2,500 parts that go into an engine, so you can understand that the one building is bigger than the other. And then I've been so lucky as to finish my bachelor's degree and MBA before coming to Toyota. And I ended up, while I was here, getting my doctorate degree in May of 2020, using, and in part, the Toyota tuition reimbursement. So Toyota gives us, each of its team members, approximately $5,000 to $7,000 a year in reimbursement if they go to school in part-time, either after work or if they're working nights before work. Any other questions on my career?
Anyone have any questions for Sean? Any more information you'd like to know about his career? While they're thinking, I just want you to reflect on when you were in high school, which, you know, when you think of that, it seems so long ago, I'm sure, because that's how it feels for me. But just thinking back, did you have any idea of what manufacturing was prior to, your military service, which you joined right after high school? But did you have to have a background from your high school days in order to start in on manufacturing, or was this something that you discovered after high school?
Well, that's a great question. So it was after military service is where I really decided I wanted to be a part of leading teams. In manufacturing, it really comes together because of the teams and the relationships there. My previous experience with manufacturing overall was metal manufacturing, which can be very dirty, can be very dangerous at times. And my family had worked in those types of environment. Actually, my grandfather worked at General Electric 27 years, and that was before I even started working at General Electric. So it's been in the family overall. But what I didn't realize coming to Toyota is how much this work here is clean environment, is a safe working environment compared to many other possible industries. And that's the sign of the times as advanced manufacturing is continuing to evolve. We've had to become more technologically sound and become better problem solvers. And one of the leading causes to safety issues is when we don't take care of our team members. So we're really focused on doing that. So what kind of careers are here at Toyota? There is anything. And when I say that, if you're not wanting to be on the manufacturing side, we have research and development, sales and marketing, we have IT, we have our race car division, the Toyota Racing Development, TRD. We also have Toyota Financial if you're into any of your financial services, building portfolios or working in customer service. So we have a wide range and wide variety of career opportunities here at Toyota. And here at West Virginia, even though we are a manufacturing environment, we also have engineering jobs, and production engineering helps solidify us as being innovative, as an innovative company as we work towards continuously looking to improve and reduce our burden and costs to be able to sell vehicles at a cheaper rate with the highest quality. So what does it take to be a Toyota team member? Well, you don't have to have a degree, right? You don't have to go to college to be an engineer here at Toyota, West Virginia. Many of our engineers grew up on the production floor, worked their way into maintenance, and decided to become engineers. So Toyota is proud to continuously try to develop team members and use our resources within. But what we do ask is that you're willing to learn, you want to grow. We understand the relationships of teamwork. So if you're not a team player, this is probably not the work for you. Honesty and hard work. And Toyota is one of the top paying businesses in West Virginia when we talk overall compensation, as well as hourly rate. And we actually I put a link down at the bottom there if you'd like to write it down and take notes. We hire through a third party agency called Coast and Coast Personnel, and there's their website down below. You're more than welcome to go and search for the Toyota careers there, and that's how we hire and bring in Toyota team members. What makes Toyota stand out above others, and even if you speak to other businesses throughout manufacturing, you'll hear of Toyota, and it's because of what we call our culture, which is the Toyota way. We have several values that really come into play here. We act for others. We want to continue to teach and develop people. We work with integrity. We're constantly looking to find the root cause, and this helps us drive curiosity. We're always looking to improve and be innovative. We actually involve our team members in doing that, and that is to benefit all. We want to continuously look to observe and gather data in order to help us get better and better. We're always thinking, what is the next way to make us better? And that is how we are continuously looking and developing a quest for improvement, is through what we call Kaizen. It's going to create room for us to grow as a company and as a team. And we welcome that competition, that good competitive spirit that helps us continually improve each other and level each other up. And largely, we're able to do this by respecting people and thanking them on a daily basis. So this becomes our philosophy, and it's rooted out of two main pillars when we talk about continuous improvement and respect for people. We want to make sure that we're continuously improving and we're challenging. We're looking long term. And the term Kaizen, if you look down below, it's actually two words. It's compounded. It is change, and Zen is better or good. It's change for the good. And then we also talk about Genchi Genbutsu. Now, this is a large word, but it means quite a bit when we talk about breaking it down. It's when we actually go to the location or the place where items are made, and we look for opportunities to improve or to fix problems that have presented themselves. And this is what we call our fact-based go and sees. We go to the point of the problem and we don't work from a computer. We're always looking to improve on site. When we talk respect for people, it's not just respecting our customer, it's about respecting everybody in the, in our business, in our plant, our team members, because we understand that the customer is actually the person who's receiving my parts that are standing right next to me. And I want to produce the best quality for them, so that gives them the opportunity to produce the best quality for their customer. So we are all customers, we're all shareholders, we're all stakeholders, sorry, in this company. And that's important. So that is the end of the presentation piece of this. Before we get into the activity, I've asked a few times for any questions, but does anybody have any questions or comments that they want to talk about when we talk as for the presentation? Nothing?
Does
I
anyone
can't
have
see anybody.
any questions? I know it's hard to see them. I see there's a room full. Um, so I am not sure if anybody has any questions. I did make sure they have a pencil and some paper for our next activity, but at this time, if anyone would have any questions about Toyota, having a career at Toyota, or just careers in general. I
Let
know
me,
that, no, oh, I'm sorry, Sean, I was just going to point out that one of the things
okay.
that with the Alliance working so much with Toyota, and one of the things that we utilize, you talked about your Kaizen method and, continuous improvement and respect for people. And even though in our job, it's not manufacturing, that's something we use. And I know it's something that Toyota uses a lot. And just our efficiency and the way that we approach things has changed since we developed, using a Kaizen mindset. So even if you take nothing from this presentation about manufacturing, but that is something in any career or any life goal you have that you can take away from it. And I think that's one of the beauties of Toyota is the methods just work for so many things in life.
Yes, yes, absolutely. It is having worked for several other manufacturing companies, this one has been the most rewarding and the best as far as people really looking to help you focus on development. And that that comes from that continuously improving and respect for people. So um, now as students in high school, um, as I was, you might not know what you want to do, and that does come with time. But as long as you have a direction and a focus and a goal, it might end up leading you into manufacturing, because this is a real good opportunity to use your brain power to make a difference, and to be part of a well-oiled machine, if you will. Let me ask a direct question to any of the students or the teacher. What have you heard about Toyota cars or trucks? What is one characteristic that you hear or think of when you think of a Toyota vehicle?
Well, my RAV4 that I got in 96 lasted 11 years.
11 years. How many miles was that?
150.
Yeah. Toyota is well known for its quality and its reliability. You don't get that without really good systems and people. And does anybody believe Toyota is the cheapest car on the market?
Yes. Okay.
Some do. We're actually not. We're actually probably in the mid-range, but we're able to produce and worth and value for our customers because of that reliability and that ability to continuously push out quality products over the years. Good. Any other questions?
Does anybody need something to write with? That's it. I can't hear you, baby. Can you do what? Not yet.
Yes, we don't necessarily.
So everybody have something to write with? Or Mr. Banton sending the sharpened pencils for no reason? Ready?
So Sean,
Okay.
as they're getting themselves together for the next activity, I do have one more question because
Sure.
this recording and the school we're talking to today, they're in the Lewisburg area, Greenbrier County.
Lewisburg. Other end, Western Greenbrier.
Yeah, right, in that area. But speak to us about the impact that Toyota has, throughout the state. I know that you guys are located in a different area than them, but what would you say about the impact of the state in general?
I don't know. You boys got anything to say? I
Was that
mean,
question for me or was that for?
Yeah, well, if the school would like to respond, but
Sure.
that's why I was asking Sean about just the impact on different areas of the state.
Yes, absolutely. So when we talk about Toyota, we are probably within 5 different counties. We actually have people come directly from Ohio area near Rio Grande area. We have people coming as far west as portions of eastern Kentucky. We actually have a vehicle plant, which is the biggest Toyota vehicle plant in the United States, in Lexington, Kentucky. So we do have people traveling from there. We also have several other counties. We're looking at Kanawha, Putnam, the county we're in, Cabell, Wayne. This whole probably touch over 11 different counties just with the team members that we have here. But more importantly, we work in programs and, with Education Alliance and other Toyota plants and Toyota North America in general. We're constantly looking to develop programs for students and keeping students here in West Virginia specifically. Because we believe that's where the talent is, and we want to grow our talent from the student level and have that relationship all the way through until they retire. We work through Cabell, Kanawha, and Mason counties currently for our 4T program, and the activity that we produce from that 4T program is and Education Alliance can probably talk more, help develop a med ed program up in the Panhandle area as well. So we're constantly looking to improve and make a difference for whatever community we're in. So there's no other questions, if you have any other questions, go ahead and throw those in the chat. But we'll go ahead and get ready for some activity here. The fun stuff, if you will, hopefully. So this is our student pork activity, and you'll see why we say that here in just a second. Now, if I can get it to move. All right, so we want to help you understand the reason why we're able to produce with such good quality at a lower cost than most with our quality is because we have standard work. So in order to teach you how important this is, we're going to do a 3-round, and you're going to draw a standard pig. And we're going to show you through those 3 rounds the importance of what we're going to call here today standard pork instead of standard work. So let's jump right into it. So for the first round, we're going to take a minute or two, and we'd like you to draw a pig. Okay? Just a pig. No questions, just draw a pig. And when you're done, at the end of our 60 seconds or however long it was, 90 seconds, then we'd like to hold it up and we want to see everybody's drawings. So with that, did you want to set a timer for us?
Yes, I'll set a timer. So I'm setting a
Okay.
timer now for 1 minute.
Awesome. All right, on your mark, get set, go.
In seconds. And time is up.
All righty. What do we think? Why don't we, if you would stand up and kind of show each other what you have, and then come up. I'd like to see what y'all came up with. I see somebody's holding some up in the back.
Yeah, so a few of you come up and come closer to the computer so we can see your pigs.
Let's see them piggies. Oh, look at that. Very
Wow.
good. Awesome. Nice job. All right. All
Really
right,
good.
next. That was good. Look at that one.
Oh, wow.
Look at
Very
that
nice.
pig. Awesome. Gosh, they had a
Oh, his name's
ton of.
Bob.
Oh, Bob. Yes. Who else got one? It's okay. Don't be shy. Nobody? I know I saw a lot of drawing.
Anybody else want
Oh,
to share
here we
their?
go.
Oh.
Look at those pigs. Whoa, down a little bit. You can back up a
There we
little
go.
bit right
Oh,
there.
there we go.
All right. Awesome. All right. So what everybody notice about the pigs?
You guys will have to unmute if you want
Yes.
to, so you can talk back to us and give us your feedback.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Thank you. Now something.
So what did we notice about the pigs? The 3 pigs that we saw?
We're all different.
They're all different. Yes. Yes, they were all different. They were all really good, but they were all different. Exactly. So if we're making a vehicle, do we want, let's say a Camry, do we want those Camrys to be different depending on when or who made it? No, we really don't want that, do we? We want something that's going to be consistent. So when we talk about this pig exercise, round 1, the pigs all look different. So which pig is the right pig? Anybody? Does anybody know which one was the right one?
Not a teacher.
What'd they say?
But they said the one by the teacher, but maybe I heard incorrectly.
Yes, by the teacher. Well, it could be. So part of that is because we haven't had the opportunity and we didn't teach you correctly what type of pig we're looking for, because there is all different types, all different colors, there's all different shapes, sizes, right? So as we start building what we call standard pork or standard work, we're going to go ahead in round 2, but this time I'm going to give you some instructions. So again, we're going to do 60 seconds. And when we're all said and done, we'd like you to hold your pictures up again. And you can do it on the same page that you drew your first one on. You could actually stick it right next to it if you have room, or on the back. All right. So here we go. Here's some instructions. Now you're going to have to
Ready to
get up
start the timer
probably.
now or wait?
We'll go ahead and start the timer when they say they're ready, because
Okay.
it's going to take a minute for them to look things
Okay.
over.
We can't see it.
You can't see it.
It's just too small. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
How are we doing there? Better?
That's the same.
Okay. All right. How about that? Now you won't see the 1s and 2s off to the left.
Is that better?
So we'll walk through this together. Let's do that.
Okay.
All right. So first things first, I'd like you to draw a letter M on the top left intersection, bottom center
Thank you.
of the M touches that intersection. I know there's going to be lots of questions. It's okay. We will just do what it says to do. All right, number 2, we're going to draw the letter W on the bottom left intersection. The top center of the W actually touches that intersection. All right, we're going to draw the letter W at the bottom right intersection. Top center of the W touches the intersection. Then we're going to draw an arc from the letter M to the top right intersection. An arc. Draw another arc from the top right intersection to the bottom right of the W. And then draw an arc between the two bottom W's. All right, draw the letter O in the center left box. Draw an arc from the letter M to the tangent of the circle. Draw an arc from the left W to the tangent of the circle. Draw an arc for the I, halfway between the M and the circle. Draw an arc for the mouth, halfway between the W and the circle. Make it a happy pig, by the way. Draw the cursive letter E near the top of the arc on the right. Finally, draw two dots in the middle of the circle for the pig's nose. All right. Let's go ahead and see those pigs. Oops. I can't see anything. Hold on one second here. There we go. Oh, okay. Wow.
Let me see it, Dixie.
Who else?
It's funny.
So, what do we think? Was that much better?
No.
No? Why? Why
I
isn't
didn't
it much
understand.
better? Why isn't it much better? What I was giving you full directions. Were they clear?
Oh,
No. Why?
I didn't know where an intersection was.
Yes, right. So I'm just giving you something and you're reading it and I'm giving you no background. I'm not there teaching. And when we talk about teaching, we can do it in many different ways. We can tell, we can show, we can demonstrate, right? So when you're making your standard work, you really have to understand that uh, there is multiple ways to teach and develop. So we use both telling, showing, directing, and answering any and all questions. And then we teach that until you get it and you're able to do it within the time allotted. So this time, I'm going to give you some more instructions, hopefully better ones when we talk about illustration. Okay, so here we go.
Oh.
So this is what the pig should look like. So with this illustration in number 1, and I'm trying to figure out how to read it as well. So you're going to draw those intersections, right? So when we talk about our intersections, it is basically dividing your paper up into 9 boxes. So go ahead and do that. Okay. Now, the first instruction is you're going to draw the letter M at the top left intersection. The bottom center of the M touches that intersection. All right. Then we're going to draw the letter W at the bottom left intersection with the top of the center of the W touching that intersection. So number 2. All right. Number 3, we're going to draw the letter W at the bottom right intersection. The top of the W will touch that intersection. Oops, sorry. So number 3. Then we're going to draw an arc from the letter M to the top right intersection. Number 4. The M to the top right intersection. And we're going to draw another arc from the top right intersection to the bottom right intersection of the W. Got number 5. Number 6, we're going to draw an arc between the 2 bottom W's. Number 6, 2 bottom W's. Oops, sorry. Then we're going to draw the letter O in the center box. Letter O in the center left box. Sorry. Draw an arc from the letter M to the tangent of the circle. From the letter M to the tangent of the circle. So it's basically an arc. And we're going to draw an arc from the left M to the tangent of the circle. Oh, sorry, left M, tangent circle. And you're going to draw an arc from the left W to the tangent of the circle. And then draw an arc halfway for the eyes between the M and the circle.
It looks like a fish.
Draw an arc for the mouth halfway between the W and the circle. Draw a cursive E near the top of the arc on the right. I don't know if that's a full cursive E, but close enough.
Weekly
And
lie.
draw, yeah, and draw 2 dots in the middle of the circle for the nose. All right, let's see those pigs. Oops, sorry.
All right, while we're waiting for someone to walk up, I'll show mine.
There it is.
Here we go.
That's good. Well,
Good.
we got a little circle for an eye, but that's a lot closer. All right.
Anybody else?
Anybody else want to show theirs?
Anybody else, your boys? No.
All right. Well, let me pull this up. All right. So what do we think about the pigs this round? Were they a little bit more consistent?
Yeah. But we knew what an intersection was this time.
Yes. And those intersections were used to actually help you position and be able to understand further a little more detailed directions on where things needed to be put in. And this gave you a reference for that. All right. So, anything you learned from this exercise?
I think it seems like it took, even though the pigs were better, it took a little bit more concentration
Mm-hmm.
because you had to look at the picture, but also follow the directions. But in the end, they
Right.
were more consistent, but it did just take a little bit more concentration to make them more accurate.
Yeah, so we could definitely put in place something to make it even easier, right? Some of those directions were really difficult to fully understand. Even though we had the picture, it's still hard to train somebody. There was a lot to it. So we can always try to make things better and easier for people to learn. Yeah, absolutely. And that's where we get into this Toyota way. We don't just create this standard work and go, okay, now it's done. You should get it perfect every time. We're constantly looking for better ways to help our team members. Like, what if I gave you, um, a stamp and you could just stamp this pig on there, correct? So we're always developing new standard of work. So we have standard of work and then we do a Kaizen and it becomes better. And we use that standard of work until we come up with the next good idea and so forth until you're stepped up and you're doing it the very best way that we know how. And even then there's opportunity for improvement. But this is how the Toyota way works when we talk continuous improvement in Kaizen. All right. I'd like to thank everybody for doing this activity and listening to this presentation. If you have any questions, we can just have a chat now.
Anybody have any questions? No. No, thank you very much.
You guys have been a great audience this Monday morning. Monday mornings can be a little difficult and it's bright and early, but you guys were a great audience.
Thank you for
And
the
we really
opportunity to
appreciate
speak.
everyone joining us today. Thank you so much, Sean. I hope that this session has given everyone a valuable insight into the Toyota way and to a career pathway and some real world skills that can help shape your future. And just a quick reminder that our work-based learning modules take place every Monday, and they will all be available on our website. Go to educationalliance.org, and when you get there, look for work-based learning, and we have a variety of recordings there for everyone to enjoy. So thanks again, and we look forward to seeing everyone next time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.